Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be doing a very simple but interesting DIY. We're going to be making this great granny bag. So to start off, I had my African print fabric, 35 centimeters by 75 centimeters. This fabric is doubled. Then I folded it in half like that. Then I took a dinner plate. You can also use a curved ruler. Then I just drew a curve on that edge. Then I cut it away with my scissors. So when I open it up, it looks like that. Then I now placed the right sides facing each other. I used these little pegs to just hold it down before I went on to sew the edge on the sewing machine. So before I sew, I just mark about 5 centimeters from the top. I'm not going to sew this part. Then I also took the same sized piece of fabric for my lining. Then I did the same thing that I did. Then I wanted to insert an inner pocket, so I took a piece of fabric and then I cut out 14 by 16 centimeters square piece of fabric. Then I folded in all the edges and then I ironed them. Then I pinned it down and then I sewed the 3 remaining edges down. So now I had an inner pocket.
Got enough of every melody, they all sound the same.
After that, I now took my yellow fabric, my lining fabric, and then I placed it on top of my other lining fabric, and then I pinned down the edges.
We love my imperfection. imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby.
And then I went on to mark about 4 centimeters on from the top part of the fabric, and then I went on to iron this on the sewing machine. Then I went back to my African print fabric, and then I turned it inside out. So I don't turn the lining fabric, I just inserted it as it is. Then I went to the top part of these edges. Then I started to fold down to make sort of like an encasing on the top part. Then I'll just go on to fold it. First fold in about 5 millimeters, then fold in about about 2 inches. Yeah, about 2 inches, and then I will just peg it down with my little pegs. After I had also done the other side, I now went on to sew down on the sewing machine. That is the result. Then, so to use as my handles, I used this rope, and I was just going to take some jute thread, and then I was wrapping it around these 50 centimeter pieces of rope. There you can see I'd already done one of them. Then I just went on to wrap the other one, putting in as enough hot glue as possible. I made a mistake of not putting enough hot glue. Just make sure to put in like a lot of glue when you wrap your rope. Then I now took a safety pin, and then I started to insert the rope inside the encasing of the fabric at the top of the bag. And another mistake as well that I did, I think maybe if I had made this at least maybe just half an inch wider, the rope would not have been so tight. It was a little bit difficult to insert the rope inside. Then when I get to the end, I just gather it like that, and then I went on to insert it on the other side. Then I now took a needle and a thread, then I started to sew the ropes together. I also sewed the other side, and then I now took my jute thread and then I started to wrap around the parts that I had left exposed. So if I had had enough space inside my bag to like shift the rope around, I would have made sure that the part which I sewed goes under the casing where it's not so visible. But it was really difficult to get the rope to move because my encasing was a little bit tight. So I just tried to make it as neat as possible by wrapping the jute thread as neatly as I could. And that is basically the end of the DIY, and that is how it looks like on the inside. It's quite a simple DIY and it doesn't take a lot of time, but I really like the shape of the bag. It's a nice bag to just carry when going out somewhere. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys.